going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous. When he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking for room. It's Hill. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Throwing more. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore fires to the wideout, working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, it's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Left side, it's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd and long here. Moore with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got it! Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out wide left, it's Moore. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running inside, it's Davison.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Not a lot of room to field this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Dante Moore. They're all over him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Moore will throw. Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to fool.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The run inside. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Blue 22. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Sends it back in motion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front. Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. I send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Moore. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Makes a move. vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But
he's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Hits inside. It's Hill. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got to the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They're going to ride this running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Moore. Working that wide receiver screen. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Handoff for Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field, stretch it vertically, and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Look out! Still looking for a man. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way and he's got room. 10. Touchdown Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The 18 unit on the field. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Oregon 16, Georgia 7. Number 97 set to kick off.
On the return, it's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Rush right in his face. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing more. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moore to the air. Rush is on. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dante Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moore from the gun on third down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He tries to take the top off. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Swats it away.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Turning it on.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick give. It's Bowen. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Caught on the RPO. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play action on first down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the gun, it's Davison. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second and long here. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Ducks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Moore will throw. They're all over him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Throwing more. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Running inside, it's Bowens. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dante Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got it down the field. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moore, play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. This time it's complete. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chain. Convert that fourth down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll give to Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Just keeps slinging it. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his man. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Back to pass on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets this.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Moore. Look out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Moore to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the field. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. He wants it all. Caught along the right sideline. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be he's set up and in great position here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. From deep, it's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets rid of it. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Johnson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it. It's Davison. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
These teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.